last one, so
Oh,
if everybody else is ready, then I'm also ready.
Cool. All right, I will. I'll kick us off. Draw for turn. I'm gonna play a good old basic forest and pass it up.
and it goes to me, is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to draw with my brand new Quadnath deck. All right.
Notably not featuring the cool Chris Ron art. But, you know, whatever. I won't hold it against you.
I am going to play Elvish Reclaimer, and I will pass the turn.
Wow, look at you with a one draw.
Right. We went from turn 5 to turn 1, apparently.
Thank God. Well, it's funny story. I kept it because I was like, oh, I've got to play on turn 3, and I literally just top decked into that. So
I'm gonna Polluted Delta,
Sure.
and I'm gonna crack it for something that's gonna come into play tapped, and I'll pass turn.
Okay. I'll draw for turn. I'll play this Temple of Malady, and I'll scry one. And
Temple
I'll
of
put that
Malady.
on the bottom.
Milady.
Yes.
Tip your fedora.
Yes. That'll be the turn, so Chris.
All right. We'll draw.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, where were you on turn 1?
Try no. Was it Soul Ring? I thought it was Soul Ring.
No, it was a mana dork. We're gonna play a plains. We're gonna tap 2, and we are going to cast Commune with the Gods. Reveal the top 5 cards of my library. I can put a creature or enchantment card from among them into my hand, and the rest in the yard. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reveal these. So Lightning Grease, Toxic Deluge, Gisela, Gisela the Broken Blade, Stinkweed Imp, and a Null Priest of Oblivion.
That's a new one, right? The Null Priest?
Yes. It's got a kicker where I can reanimate something.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Wow.
It's a pretty good set of cards.
Yeah, and what I'm actually going to do is choose nothing. I'm going to have all of these go to the yard.
That makes sense, yeah.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Draw. I will play this Croson Verge tapped.
I love Croson Verge.
I found this Sweet Judgment Croson Verge in my box, and right now I'm just kind of looking at my camera to see if it like auto focuses at all, and see because my other one used to go in and out of focus, so that's not going to happen in this game, and I'm really excited about it.
Nice.
Actually, I don't want to be rude and swing at anybody, so I'm just going to pass a turn.
What?
Oh, come on.
Missed
You got
opportunity.
teeth? Bite.
Game's got to end.
I mean, if we're not going to be rude to anyone, I feel bad about doing this, but I totally don't feel bad about doing this.
Totally don't.
I am going to cast Animate Dead.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay.
that's pretty
And,
all right.
I think I'd like an angel.
Uh-huh.
You want the Gisela?
I wish I had an
I
angel.
think, remind me what the other creatures were. I know the Stinkweed Imp. I see that.
So Stinkweed Imp, who's a dredger and has pseudo death touch.
Yeah.
Null Priest of Oblivion is a 2/1 with menace and lifelink. You can pay a kicker to reanimate a creature. And Gisela is a 4/3 flying first strike lifelinker.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go with Gisela.
All right.
Barf.
Consider Gisela yours.
All right.
Nope. Don't like that.
No, sir. I don't like it.
Anything else?
No, that is it for me.
I bet it is. Let's do this Morphic Pool, and let's do a Gyre Sage.
That's all right.
And yeah, it's fine. Pass to Chris.
All right. I am going to dredge this Stinkweed in.
Works right. We're just gonna go ahead and
Yep.
call it 3/3.
So that is a dredge 5. So we'll go Angel of Destiny, Plains, Selesnya Signet, Plains, and an Acroma.
Chris is playing Kathril. What's the rest of the title?
Kathril Aspect
Kathril?
Warper.
There it is.
Aspect Warper. Yeah.
So I'm going to play a Forest and a Birds of Paradise, and then pass the turn.
Okay. Untap.
Why do you have 3 mana tapped?
Hey, JWK.
Uh,
How you doing?
What do I have 3 mana tapped? Because I didn't untap at the beginning of my turn. That's why.
Got there. We did it. We're doing it.
We did it,
Mystery
chat.
solved. Mystery solved.
I am going to play this command tower.
My commander is kind of tucked underneath the cards in the middle, so I'm going to put it up here so people can see it.
And I will play Tunneling Geopede.
I like that one.
And I like him. I think he's kind of nice. So
I'm
now
just
everybody
thinking.
has something out. Is that right?
Yes.
Yep.
Everybody has a creature out at this point. So couldn't attack now if I wanted to. I will pass the turn.
Should have attacked Cryo last
If
turn.
only he didn't have
For
Summoning
that-
Sickness last turn.
Animate dead.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
I'm going to play an island. And I think I'm going to tap that island for a Wayfarer's Bauble. And let's see. You've got a flyer that you're not going to block with. You've got something. Carson, remind me your general.
Zaxara the Exemplary. It's a 2/3 Death Touch, taps for 2 mana of any one color. Whenever I cast an X spell, create a 0/0 green Hydra creature token with X +1/+1
God,
counters
that
on
one.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Hydra
It's the Hydra deck.
Man,
Yep.
I don't like any of these things.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First beat is going to go to Chris simply because it's his own creature.
Yeah, hit me with
So,
my own creature.
3. Flying, first strike.
This
All
is
right.
fine.
And
I believe he's got lifelink as well.
He
So
does.
you are up 3.
I'm up 2 because I lost 1 from my polluted delta, but
Right.
yes, I'll gain 3 life and I'll pass turn.
I will go to my turn.
Since I have no shenanigans to hide, I'm just gonna go and crack my way first bauble right now.
Well, I will tap 3 and I'll play Hadana's Climb. Then I will go to combat. I'll put a counter on my Gyre Sage, and then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. I'll untap and draw. And unfortunately, didn't draw that land that I really wanted. So I think what I'm gonna do is
Would that be Commander Quarters, Mitch? JWK?
I'm gonna Gerard's Orders.
Almost certainly.
Yeah.
So Gerard's Orders is search my library for up to 2 creature cards, reveal them, put 1 in my hand and the other in my yard. And I am going to search for a Zaxara Tower Scout and a Bontu the Glorified.
Bontu's pretty good.
Yeah, having a Menace Indestructible creature in my yard seems pretty good in this deck. So there's Bontu.
I don't like where this is going.
And there's a Zaxara Tower Archer right there. So the Tower Archer is going to go into my hand, and Bontu is going to go into my yard. And then that's going to be it for me.
All right. That Bontu is pretty bonkers, am I right?
Let's see what
Got him.
we can
Let's see. Okay.
Nailed it. Trans Lifeline tweeted that Prof raised 5% of their annual budget.
No.
No kidding.
Wow.
He crossed the 100,000.
Yeah, just over.
He
Did
did
really?
Yeah.
about an hour ago, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's huge.
I haven't seen the latest totals, but yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, last one I saw was
I'm
100,000.
checking it right now.
Yep.
Well, I thought the thing was ending, wasn't it?
It should end in. He should be drawing winners in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
$111,000 right now with 5,400.
This
5,400
community
donors.
continues to amaze me. You know that?
I know.
Mhm. It's wild how far we bounce in each direction.
And how quickly, too, because it was
After
like 2 days ago.
after last week.
We lost our collective shit over Secret Lair.
Yeah, we need something really positive to look forward to right now because I had to mute a whole bunch of things on my feed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, the prof definitely delivered on that end.
Yep.
I think what I'll do is I will pay one. Oh, sorry. I played an exotic orchard.
Sure.
Trigger tunneling geopede. Everybody takes 1 damage.
Ouch.
Very well.
Pay 1, and I will cast Sakura Tribe Scout. And then I will pay 2, and I will sacrifice Croson Verge to go get that forest and that plains and put him into play tapped. Trigger Tunneling Geopede again. Everybody takes another 2 damage, and I will pass the turn.
That's not getting annoying at all.
Nope. Totally fine.
It's 1 damage. Just 1.
Right.
Yeah,
did
but you
3
put
damage.
3 lands into play this turn.
All right.
You did 1 damage 3 times.
Gonna play a swamp. That's 3 and 4. I'm gonna cast a Death Ritual. It's got Morbid at the beginning of each end step. If a creature died, I may draw a card.
Neat.
Right on.
Anything else?
That is it. No.
Draw for turn.
You got me, Carson.
I sure did.
Sure, you got me. I know who I'm attacking next.
I'll tap 4, cast Zaxara, which evolves Gyre Sage. Oh man. And then I'll go to combat, and I will put another counter on Gyre Sage from Hadana's Climb. Since it has 3 counters on it, Hadana's Climb will transform into Winged Temple of Orazka. Taps for 1 of any color, or I can tap 1 blue-green, tap it, target creature I control gains flying and plus X until end of turn, where X is its power. Not sure why it specifies you control, but that's where we are. And let's see, that's
I can't spell.
There's
So that's Winged Temple.
oh yeah. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I will. I might. Hey, Steph, what's the power toughness on the Geopede?
On the Geopede is a 3/2.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to bonk you for 4.
I have been bonked. I will take 4.
Okay. That's the turn. Chris, you're up.
All right. I'll draw. We are going to Go 1, 2, 3, and we're going to play a Leyline Prowler, which is a 2/3 Death Touch lifelink tap to add a mana.
Sure is.
And I'll pass the turn from there.
All right. Right, let's untap and I'll draw. And looks like Cryo's got a blue mana over on his side that he could produce.
I could.
So that's good. So I think what I'll do is I will attempt to cast Omnath.
No responses.
I have no responses.
By me.
Cool. Sweet. I will then play. I will play this forest for turn. Trigger, everybody takes 1 damage, and I will gain 4 life.
Yep.
That's not disproportionate at all.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will tap Sakura Tribe Scout. And I will put a land from my hand into play. So I will play a mountain. Trigger, I will get 4 of different colors here.
And we'll all take another one.
And we'll all take another one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will play 4 plus 5. We're going to go Tatiova Benthic Druid.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
Sure. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Can't quite get up to that third one yet, though. So I will pass the turn. Oh, wait. Yes, I can. Wait. Hold on. Sorry. New deck. I think what I will do, actually, is I will pay 1 and 2. I will tap Elvish Reclaimer, and I will sacrifice a land. I'll sacrifice this forest to put onto the battlefield tapped another basic land. Is that right? Oh, for a land card, and put it on the battlefield tapped. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, was it Harrow? Is the one? Is it?
Crop rotation?
Yeah, crop rotation. Okay.
Crop rotation.
That's right. Harrow, the Harrow one is a different elf.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a spring leaf druid.
Spring bloom druid?
Something like that.
Maybe? Yeah.
But that's going to deal 4 damage to each opponent and each planeswalker an opponent controls.
And then tunneling Geopede again, so it'll be 5 with this last trigger.
Does it do damage to players or only creatures and planeswalkers?
It deals 1 damage to each opponent, and Omnath Locus of Creation deals 4 damage to each opponent and each planeswalker I don't control.
Okay, so we're taking 5.
And so I can literally just get any land I want. And so you know what? I'm going to make it Ghost Town.
Oh, wow, that's spicy.
And that comes into the play tapped.
That's the one you can pay 0 and bounce back to your hand?
That is
on
correct.
an opponent's turn.
Yeah. That's some pretty good tech. Especially with the Secure Tribe Scout.
Since a land entered the battlefield while Tatiova was out, when I'm done shuffling, I will draw a card and gain a life. And now I will pass a turn. Sorry about that. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Carson, I got some really good news
Hey,
for
no
you.
problem. You're not swinging at me this turn?
I'm not swinging at you this turn.
Hey, we did it.
Got there.
How did I know?
Life.
Each opponent and each planeswalker.
All right.
Thought I'm not take creatures for some reason.
I'm going to play Reflecting Pool as my land for turn.
Infinitokens, Gisela has been stolen out of my graveyard.
Yes.
It is
via Animate Dead.
The turn to Animate Dead.
Yeah, after my turn to mill Giselle into the yard.
Right. And how are you doing this evening, by the way, Infinitokens? Okay.
Hi, Infinitokens. Oh my gosh.
All right, let's just be super risky because I don't think I'm the threat yet. I cast my baby.
Anymore is the word.
Correct. So we're gonna
You were definitely the threat with that turn 2 anime dead.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, 3/3 versus everything he's stacking his graveyard with. So anyway, but yes,
The threat can change.
we can all agree that I'm not
Anything
currently the threat.
Yes.
I am going to move to combat this time, and I am going to swing at Stephanie for 3 in the air. What? What did I ever do to you?
I'm not doing
dare
anything.
you.
I'm just sitting over here looking pretty. Yeah, I will take 3 in the air.
Lands. I'll gain 3.
Press X to doubt.
Yeah. I'll gain my 3
Just
life,
sitting here.
and I'll pass my turn.
Neat. I will untap. I will draw for turn.
I am a big fan of Infinite tokens as well, for everyone's reference.
Me too.
You
I don't have any that I'm using at the moment, but yeah.
If you check out my Twitter at CMDRmechanic, later this week or this weekend, you may see a nice little giveaway for one of these Infinite tokens
Ooh.
prize packs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With 10 mana, I can do like 2 things. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna divide this out into 5 giveaways, 1 card and 1 token to each winner.
Oh, cool.
No, that is not what I'm doing.
You gotta get them hooked on it. Just give them a small taste, so they want more.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. The Great Henge.
Oh my
I
god.
hear that one's pretty good too.
I thought so. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Common Command, I've been bugging her to join us one night.
Uh, 2, 4, 6. Cast Prime Speaker Zagana.
Oh,
So
That's a handful of triggers you got there.
yes. So she will enter, trigger the Great Henge, trigger herself, and there is a trigger on Gyre Sage, but I'm unsure if I can layer it to make the evolve trigger work. So let's make the Great Henge trigger first. She'll get 1 counter, and I'll draw a card. Then let's make her self trigger, or her self resolve. The greatest power was 4, so she'll get 4 more counters.
Play with the counters?
No, because
She
it's
does. He enters the battlefield with the counters.
then
Yes.
yeah, she'll trigger evolve. If it's an
Yes.
ETB that triggers when she enters and then puts the counters on, she wouldn't trigger evolve. But if she enters with the counters, then
Right.
yes, you get
Yeah.
the evolve.
Okay. So she'll enter with 4 counters, which will trigger evolve. Then the Great Henge triggers. Then her trigger will resolve, and I will draw 6 cards.
The great, well, yeah, you will end up drawing the card from Great Henge and then 5 cards. So you end up drawing 6, but because the line on Zagana is the number of counters on her, you can't add the counter from Great Henge to draw an extra card that way. It is the number of counters that she enters with, then draw the cards.
No, you draw cards equal to her power.
Right, but that won't count the counter from Great Henge.
Why not? Can you not stack those triggers in the correct way?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry. I'm reading it wrong. It is two different lines rather than one line.
Yes.
Yeah, they're both ETB triggers. So
She enters the battlefield. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We got there.
Yeah. My bad.
We're
All good.
Okay. Cool. Those are some neat cards that I may need later. However, it would appear that I have to discard to hand size. So let's do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ugh. Let's discard Urtai's Meddling.
nice.
Let's discard Rayhan, Last of the Abzan. Pathbreaker Ibex and
Goat friend.
Island.
Woolly goat.
Woolly goat.
You guys are making me drool over
And
here.
that will be the end of my turn.
Cool. All right. I'll untap and draw. And
Oh, and I gain 2 life from tapping the Great Henge.
I think it's bug time here. So we're gonna tap 5, and we're gonna play Kathril.
Nice.
Any responses?
None
None.
from me.
Okay, so Kathril is going to get Menace, Indestructible, Flying First Strike, Lifelink, Vigilance, Double Strike. That's Menace and Lifelink again. So it's going to be Menace, Indestructible, Flying First Strike, Lifelink, Double Strike. And I can put those counters on any creatures. And then Cathril's going to get a +1/+1 counter for each of those. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up putting the first strike counter on this this Leyline Prowler.
That makes sense.
And then I'm going to put everything else on Kathril. So it's going to be 2 times strike, Menace, Indestruct, Lifelink, and Flying, and Vigilance. So that's all going to go on Kathril, and then Kathril is going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 +1/+1 counters. And it's going to make them a 9/9.
That's the thing.
And I'll pass my turn.
At the end of your turn, Chris, I'm going to put Ghost Town back in my hand.
Yep.
And I will cry. Okay. Let's see. We'll untap.
So Prof closed his fundraiser at over $116,000.
Wow.
Damn.
$16,000 is what Prof raised. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
I am so excited for him. I'm so
Exciting
excited
stuff.
I'm so excited for Trans Lifeline.
I am just proud of this community. Holy, the way that everybody came together and contributed to that too. What an accomplishment.
Yeah, and so many people donated a lot of stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the giveaway list is wild.
Yeah, like just
He
no
just tweeted out
solicitation.
like the final list of stuff. It's the length of your arm.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris,
Steph,
we're friends, right?
depends. You gonna stop
Oh,
dealing
boy.
damage to me?
I don't want to I don't want to hurt you, Chris, but I also don't want to be hurt by you. So maybe don't swing at me for like a turn with Kathril.
I don't know. You see my life total, Steph?
I do, which is why I'm forming this allyship because I have a high life total. See?
Doubt.
We'll see. We'll see. Depends on how low my life total is by the time it reaches my turn. How's that?
Guess we'll find out.
Guess we'll find out. Let's see. There is Muldrotha. That's a 6/6. Kathril is like a bajillion. Bird of Paradise. Prime Speaker Zagana is a 6/6.
She is.
Carson, what are your other two? They're
2/3 Death Touch and currently a 5/6.
I don't like where this is going.
so.
I do not like this at all.
I will point out Kathril has indestructible, though. Just throwing that out there.
Okay.
Yep.
Just in case you want to.
I don't know what that helps, but yeah.
If she was thinking about a blasphemous act.
Yeah.
I am going to.
Which would hurt her as much as it hurts everyone else.
Yeah.
But.
Except Chris.
Except Chris.
I mean, maybe. I'd be fine with it. I'd lose the majority of my mana production at this point.
Hey, Mr. Tim, how you doing?
Yeah. Hey, Mishadem.
Hopefully I pronounced that correctly.
Okay. I will play Ghost Town for turn. Trigger, I will gain 4 life.
And we will all lose 1 life.
Correct.
It begins.
I will tap red. Actually, no. I will tap like that mountain. Here we go. So then I will tap 3. And I will cast Devour in Flames. And as a part of its casting cost, I will return a land to my owner's hand. So I will return this forest to my hand. And I will direct.
Hand?
Yes, to me. I'm the owner. I'm proud owner of this forest.
There are many like it, but that one's yours.
Exactly. I am going to blow up the 2/3 Death Touch on Carson's side.
Rude. Not the 2/3 Death Touch on Chris's side, which also has lifelink and first strike.
Or the Birds of Paradise.
No, because Chris and I are friends, right, Chris?
Yes, totally, Steph.
I will then tap Sakura Tribe Scout to put a land from my hand into play. So I will put this forest. I should have done it with a tapped land, but that's okay. Learning the new deck. Trigger, I will gain 4 from Omnath, and then everybody else's takes an additional damage.
Cool.
So with that 6, I will tap, with that 4, I will tap these 2 for a total of 6.
Oh, and Chad is reminding you about Tatiova's triggers.
Oh, gosh, yes. So I
Gain
need to
2
draw...
more life and draw 2 cards.
Yes. Thank you, chat. So now, with 2 Omnath triggers having resolves, I will cast Ancient Green Warden.
Yep, that's a pretty good card.
5/7 reach, so I can play lands from my graveyard. But I can still only play 1 land for turn unless shenanigans. So, I will pay 2, and I will sacrifice this forest with Elvish Reclaimer, and I will go find another forest. I will put that into play. I guess I don't have to get a forest, do I? I can get anything. So, new deck. I guess let's go with Prismatic Vista. So now everyone will take 5 damage. I will gain 1 more life and draw 1 more card.
Hey Chris, how's that friendship looking right now?
Well, I warned her. I told her, let's see how low my life total gets.
If
Your
only you
life
had a way to
total
gain life from
looks
her.
quite low.
That is going to end my turn
Right.
as soon as I draw this card.
End step, I will get a morbid trigger finally. And I'll draw a card. Ooh. Okay, that's a card. Alright. Let's see what we got here. How am I going to order this? I'm going to play a Polluted Delta for my graveyard as my land for turn. Which I will crack.
Seems alright.
For a land.
Yeah, it seems fine.
And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go a little slow because I'm actually looking for something that I'm going to do next.
In the meantime, how's everybody in chat doing?
Oh, that would just be mean.
Fantastic. Based on these board states, who does chat think is in the lead right now?
I can't help it. I was trying not to laugh, but I couldn't hold it back.
Is there a clear winner so far?
For Prof's giveaways?
No, for who's winning.
Oh, no.
in our game so far.
The clear winner is the Trans Lifeline community and the Magic the Gathering community.
All right,
Of course, true.
Stick that to the side because I'm about to grab it next. So I will just go ahead and grab the Island Works. Okay, I'll shuffle that in a second. All right, so for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm going to cast a Gravebreaker Lamia, which is a 4/4 with lifelink. When it ETBs, search my library for a card and put it into my graveyard, then shuffle my library. And spells I cast from my graveyard cast 1 less to cast.
Love it. That is one of my favorite new cards.
Yeah, I overlooked it at first, and when I was building this deck, I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. And I'm going to get a Plague Crafter.
It is in here because it tutors my keyword soup into the yard.
Yeah, exactly. I would imagine it's in there also. And then for 2 mana, actually, because I'm going to cast it. It's going to be 1 less. I will cast said Plague Crafter. So when ETBs, each player sacks a creature or planeswalker, and if you can't, discard a card. I'm going to choose
discard,
to
or I'll sacrifice Prime Speaker Zagana.
I screwed up this order. I should have done this after combat because I think I want to choose Gisela. So
I'm going to choose. I don't want to get rid of anything right now. But I think I'll get rid of Sakura Tribe Scout.
Ooh, interesting.
Alright. And since like a noob I did that before combat instead of swinging with Gisela first, I'm going to pass turn and I'll get my Morbid Trigger.
Alright. Let's untap and draw. Let's play tap 3, gain a couple life. Cast this Manascape Refractor.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Game James, how you doing?
Let's do... Can do that. Sylvala, Heart of the Wilds.
Mm.
And let's...
Why can I not spell?
This only taps for green. Let's tap 5. And let's play Corpse Jack Menace. And that'll be the turn.
Wow. Okay. Is that all?
Is that all? Come on. Give me
Yeah.
a break.
Hey, it's facetious. Okay, I'm gonna.
I'm
Drop
doing
her.
my best over here. Surrounded by monsters on either side.
All right, I am finally going to play another land.
Oh, nice.
I
I
am
guess
going-
monsters on either side is less accurate for the stream.
All right, I'm going to tap 3 and play a Fey Burrow Elder. It was a 3/3 because I control 3 different colored permanents. And then we're going to go to combat. And there's a clear question here. And that is,
Who has done the most damage to you this game?
do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? Let's see. I don't think right now anybody can swing profitably at me, which is okay. It's Steph. Yeah, I mean,
Steph
you
doesn't
can
need to
beg
swing
and
at you though.
plead.
That's the problem. She can just sit there and play lands for 3 turns and you're dead.
yeah. So I think with that climbing life total you've got there, Steph, I think my best bet is going to lay down some commander damage on you. So I am going to attack you with a 9/9 double striking menace, indestructible, life linking, flying vigilant bug.
Oof.
But no trample.
No trample.
Flying and Menace.
It does have flying and menace, yes.
Well, there's only really one thing that I can do because I'm not taking 18 commander damage. And that's going to be to block with Ancient Green Warden.
It's got
Menace. You have to block it with 2
Oh,
or
yeah,
more.
yeah, you do.
Oh, I have to block it with 2 because it has freaking menace. Oh, for heck's sake.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm going to have to take 18. Oh, heck. All right. 18 it is.
Yeah,
And Chris, we're not friends anymore.
You know that that's not true. I just need to get an insurance policy here.
Oh, I see how it is. All right.
So what
Hey, how much damage
mean-
have you done to me? Friends don't damage friends.
Clearly not enough.
You're Steph, you are incidentally doing 20 damage every turn just by playing lands.
I'm incidentally doing like 7.
I like that the insurance policy is now he
Each
can
of us.
sneeze on her and she's dead.
Yeah, no matter how much life she gains, I can accidentally take her
7.
out. So
7
Steph,
to
if you want
each
to
of
be
us.
friends now, just know that if you betray me,
If you wanna reevaluate this relationship, this is a good time to do that.
yeah, exactly. The best packs are formed when both people are on the same plane, and I think we are now.
Uh-huh.
I will pass the turn.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to bounce Ghost Town back to my hand. I'll untap.
So Carson, we're friends, right?
Uh,
I have nothing planned. But we have mutual enemies.
we have many mutual enemies is a
Okay.
better way to put it.
Mutual threats. How about that?
Yes.
Let's go.
Cryogen and I are the tertiary threats on this board.
That changes some things. Okay. Let's go with I have to do that and that, but then I can do that. Okay. I will pay 1 life and I will crack Prismatic Vista. And I will search for this forest and put it onto the battlefield untapped.
That's going to deal
I will
1
gain
damage.
5 life, 4 from Omnath, 1 from Tatiova. I will draw a card, and everybody takes 1 damage.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Gain 4. Oh, 5. I will gain 5. I will draw a card from Tatiova. I will play a land for turn. Trigger Tatiova. I will draw a card and gain another life. Everybody loses 1 life.
And you're also adding 4 mana?
And I am also adding 4 mana to my mana pool. So
Totally
with that
fine.
4 mana, I'm going to go 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I will cast Angrath's Marauders. So if the source I control would deal damage, it deals double that damage instead.
Yep.
I will.
And you want it to be friends.
I
Casually
will,
dealing 8 damage.
Just by playing lands too.
I will
More
play.
than that.
I will do a blue and a green, and I will cast Growth Spiral. I will draw a card, and I will put a land I control onto the battlefield, which will be Ghost Town.
And that's going to end up dealing 10
Everybody
damage.
loses 10 life, and I will gain 1 life.
Yep. Cool. I know how I'm spending my next turn.
I know how I'm spending my turn. That's crying.
I mean that too. I was still deciding, but now.
Now it's Rat City?
Well, it's not what I said.
Let's see. And everybody has blockers up, right?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone's got stuff. I don't have anything special. I don't have anything that's flying.
Have you not done enough damage to us this turn?
Have you not done enough?
Just a casual 12 damage to us this turn so far.
Yeah. Again, just by playing lands, 12 damage to each player.
Yeah.
And I guess
good.
Just like Richard Garfield intended.
Just as Richard Garfield.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 cards in hand, and I will pass a turn.
All right.
Yes, that was nasty.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, Game James. That's great. I love it.
Always happy to hear a new Omnath pun.
All right, that's not going to work. Carson, what is your flip land, your transform land? Remind me what that does?
Right now, it taps for 1 mana of any color, and it has 1 blue-green tap it. Target creature I control gains flying and +X/+X until end of turn equal to its power.
Okay.
I like how the enemy color ones tap for 1 mana of any color. I'd have to go back and look at what the other ones do.
I'm just gonna play a basic swamp. Chris, remind me what creatures are in your graveyard now.
There is 1 or 2 that are going to be your best bet. Achroma is a flying first strike, trample, haste, protection from black and red with vigilance, and it's a 6/6. And then there's Angel of Destiny. It's a flying double striking 2/6. When a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each gain that much life. At the beginning of your end step, if you have at least 15 life more than your starting life total, each player Angel of Destinies attacked this turn loses the game.
That would be great if I wasn't at 16 life for some reason.
For some reason, then.
Let's see.
Achroma is probably your best bet since you'd be able to turn her sideways right away.
Yeah, it would, but I also can't use it as a
But
blocker.
she wouldn't even have to.
I still don't have menace.
She has vigilance, doesn't she?
She does have vigilance, yes.
But I still need to get
So
around
she
that.
doesn't even turn sideways.
Yeah, I still need to get around that menace, though.
Yeah, that,
Is the issue. And
the Ancient Green Warden.
I don't have any other flyers. So. Let's be risky. So we're gonna pay 1. I'm gonna animate.
Would you
dead.
say that this is risky business?
Yeah. Oh. I'm gonna animate dead again.
Sure.
I'm gonna
Targeting?
target Prime Speaker.
Oh,
Sure.
I like that. That is the gutsy
Yep.
play.
That's spicy.
And
It is spicy.
so she's a 0/1.
Do you need any?
Comes in with 6.
She's a 1/1. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, animate dead.
She's
so.
Yep. She comes into play with counters equal to the greatest power among other creatures you control.
Right, which is.
Then you
6.
draw cards equal to her power.
Yep. All right, so I'll fix that in a second. Let me draw my 6 cards. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we were just talking about that.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Jeff. I haven't had Angel of Destinies in play yet either. I've had them in my yard in 2 different games, giving Kathril double strike, and I think that that's good enough for me. Because having your commander deal twice as much commander damage is better
Pretty
than
good.
the loses the game condition on it.
All right.
In that deck, yeah. I'm thinking of adding Kathril to my token deck.
Now
Yeah.
Spell Bomb for 1.
Oh, I don't like
Okay.
that.
I don't.
I don't really mind it, actually.
We're just gonna.
I'm not worried about that.
We're just gonna keep this
Let's
swamp
see.
right here, nice and open.
No, sir, I don't like it.
I'm reasonably confident that that's not going to be pointed at my board.
That's not gonna.
I kind of need my graveyard, guys.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I promise I won't be a jerk about it and just loop it every single turn.
It's all good. It's part of the game. If there were no graveyard hate, we'd be playing Commander Clash.
I mean, it is, but at the same time, I'm not here to build a stacks deck.
Well, according to Cryo, if we played enough graveyard hate, recurring nightmare would be allowed.
This is true. I did say that. Look, I just want a recurring nightmare on band, okay?
Yeah, you and like 3 other people in that Discord who keep
I know.
asking like, what are the creatures that make it unreasonable?
Well,
it's like, bruh, stop.
Stack Tribe Elder. One of them is doing just to be as a joke.
I'm sure.
And I'll go ahead and play my
I'm
Wayfarer's
glad-
Bauble from the graveyard. As
I'm
my
really glad that
artifact
channel has been steered away from the ban list,
return. And I think after that,
because those conversations are exhausting most of the time.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards in hand. I'm gonna go ahead and sack Steve to get a basic land, it's probably going to be an island. And then
Mhm.
I'll end step. Oh shit, I guess I gotta do this first before I draw. So actually, I'll just get the first basic land I find. It's a swamp. Let me shuffle really quick, draw my card, and then I gotta discard down to hand size. Drawing a card off of Death Reap for my morbid trigger.
Sure.
Draw.
And that's your turn?
Yes, that is my turn. I'm going to discard down to 7. Let's keep...
Okay. Untap all my shit.
Keep that.
We all have very reasonable threats on board right now. I like this a lot.
I 100% agree. I'm feeling like I'm a little in the danger zone here. My question is Chris planning on killing me? Or is he just going to have everybody try to be Chris's friend?
I don't know, Steph. Are you casually going to do another 10 damage to us?
I don't know.
All right. Discarding.
Probably.
Are you casually going to gain another like 10 life off of Kathril? Why do you? What does it matter to you?
Discarding
18.
Urborg, Breeding Pool, Misty Rainforest, and a Mist Caller.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna tap 1 blue. Ah. I'm going to transmute this Talaria West.
All right. All right.
Let's see. That is an option, but I think when in doubt, Gaia's Cradle.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Seems decent.
When in doubt, jund them out. That's my go-to.
When in doubt, I mean, I'm in Simic, so, you know, close. Or, not Simic.
Truer words, by the way.
Sultai.
All you filthy blue
But, you know,
players.
close enough. You filthy blue players?
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't
I'm
played
the only one not playing blue at the table right now.
I haven't played a single
Play
blue
the
card yet.
Guy's Cradle. Let's see. Tap Cradle for 3, Refractor for 3. 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. 15. That'll add 5, but take away 1, so 19. I'm gonna Villainous Well Steph for 16.
What?
I would like to Genesis Wave you
Oops.
for 16, please.
So, okay.
And I gain 2 life from the Great Henge.
Okay. Oh, crap. This is, what can I do? Can I do anything?
You are welcome to respond.
Hey, you're playing blue.
Yeah, but I have no blue mana open right now.
Oh.
Oh, crap baskets. Okay, this is for 16.
16, yes. So the top 16 cards of your library are exiled. I may cast any number of non-land cards with CMC 16 or less from among them without paying their mana cost.
You know what? This is going to be kind of fun because, even if I lose this game, I might get to show off the deck a little bit. So that's fine.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, I feel like you have done the thing regardless of whether you win the game or not.
Oh yeah, I don't even care at this point. I'm just like, oh my gosh, did I remember most of my triggers? I'm good.
I am
Okay,
tickled.
so Uro,
Oh my god.
Euro,
What? Okay.
Summer Bloom, Oracle of Moldiah, Azusa,
Oh, Lord.
Forest, Lotus Cobra, that's 6. Moloku,
Okay.
Plains, Broken Bond, Mountain, Terramorphic Expanse. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11. Warped Landscape is 12. Plains, Harrow, Swiftfoot Boots, and I think this is the last one, an Island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes.
Okay. I would very much like to cast all of the non-land cards from among them. All right. So I know one of them was an Uro, which is basically just going to be Growth Spiral plus 3 life.
And that's going
because
to
he
end up
dies
going
if he
Steph's
wasn't.
yard. Yeah.
Yep. But I would very much like the life gain and the card draw.
So which one did you cast first?
Let's start with Uro.
Okay.
Why don't you start with Lotus Cobra?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Oh,
Let's start with
landfall.
Lotus Cobra. Landfall. Get those landfalls. Lotus
I mean, if we're gonna do broken stuff, we might as well go all out.
Hissy.
Yeah.
Lotus
Just,
Hissy is a 2/1.
Show off all the Wizards' new landfall stuff
Right.
by using
Yeah,
all
right.
of their old landfall stuff.
There's a Moloku in there. There's an Azusa. There's a
So
what's the
it's Uro, Harrow, Swiftfoot Boots. Summer Bloom lets you drop up to 3 additional lands this turn. So if you've dropped Lotus Cobra, I would do Summer Bloom next. So that way, if you've got
Okay.
3 lands in your hand, you're going to get all of those Lotus Cobra triggers. Oracle of Muldrotha, Azusa, Moloku, and Broken Bond, which is destroy target artifact or enchantment, and then you can put a land from your hand onto the battlefield.
do you have any artifacts or enchantments, Stephanie?
I have no artifacts and no enchantments.
Okay, I'm gonna destroy Cryo's thing that draws him a card on the end step.
The Death Root Ritual. Okay, that was.
Yeah.
And you're using the Broken Bond.
Yes.
That was the Broken
And what else does Broken Bond do again?
It lets you play a land card from your hand onto the battlefield.
Gotcha. Man, that'd be really nice if I had lands in my hand. So let's do Lotus Cobra and then Uro. So I'll draw a card, and it was not a land. Let's do the Oracle of Muldrotha.
Well,
And
you're
the
gonna
Azusa.
gain 3 life and draw a card and put a land from your
Yes.
hand with Uro. Okay.
Right. I already gained the life. I just drew the card,
How was he?
and
There's-
there were no lands. Oracle is a 2/2. Azusa is a 1/2.
That's correct.
Is a 1/2. Does any Cryo has a 6/6, so Uro entering the battlefield doesn't trigger Selvala. Let's
I don't
reveal
see
the
a
top
Moloku.
card.
Are you gonna cast Moloku?
I do very much want Moloku.
Yeah, Moloku's a flyer.
Yeah, Moloku's quite good. And what is Moloku's ability?
Moloku's ability is for a colorless and return a land you control to its owner's hand. Put a 1/1 blue illusion creature token with flying into play. Which you're
Seems
probably
useful.
going to want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Maybe twice.
as long as we're kind of looking at my deck right now, you could absolutely pay 1, return a land you control to your hand, get a
You can do that
1/1
like
blue illusion creature
7
token,
times.
cast Summer Bloom, and then do that 3 times basically for free.
Yeah, I could do that a bunch.
Five times, because also don't forget Azusa. Goes 6 times because
Yep.
you get Oracle.
Yep.
Oracle.
And Uro's ability to put a land into play too. So if you
That's
stack-
part of his,
That's,
is that part of his ability?
No,
Is it
Yes.
like you may draw a card, then play a land, or is it you may play an additional land this turn?
no, you can put a land
It's-
from your hand into.
Yeah, so
That's
it's
part of
attacks.
the
You gain 3
resolution of
life and draw a
the
card.
token.
Then you may put a land from your hand onto the battlefield. So it's not
Well,
It's
what we
separated by
it's
period.
part of the ETB
Uro
trigger, isn't it?
ability before
Yeah,
Uro.
it's part of the ETB.
Yeah. So let's see. We have Swiftfoot Boots.
It's also worth mentioning. It looks like he's tapped out. Oh no, I guess not. You guys, you got all
Yeah.
your Lotus Cobra. No, you don't have any Lotus Cobra triggers, do you? 'Cause you-
No,
Not
I
yet.
sure don't. I used literally. Oh, Gyre Sage evolves because of Uro. And you, Steph, you don't have anything in that pile that lets me like search my library, do you?
I mean,
Nope.
Harrow.
no, because
Oh, Harrow, yes.
And,
yes.
you've
Harrow.
got Hero. Yeah,
And
Hero
the
lets you
boots.
search your
Alright.
library.
And don't forget, you get the boots.
And then
Alright,
you don't get any of this land though, right?
No, it's only non-land cards. All the lands will stay exiled.
That's right.
Okay, but yeah, Hero lets you
Okay.
search your library.
Harrow, yes,
Yeah,
we're in business. Because
and
I
they
was
go
like,
on-
am I gonna get all this stuff and then have to pass the turn? Because that's
Right.
gonna be real sad.
And they come into
Yeah.
play on tap too, so you get like 4 mana.
So that's 4 mana. So if you did Lotus Cobra, Moloku, Harrow, then Uro, Summer Bloom, you'd be able to make. Azusa, Uro,
I thought you were cast
Summer
Harrow.
Bloom.
I already
Yeah,
cast Uro.
Yeah, Hero. So
I
the
already,
ones
since I
that-
already drew the card, like I'm just gonna leave that alone.
Gotcha.
Mhm. But now you've
But-
got 2 lands in play. Yeah.
I have 2 untapped mana.
Mhm.
And 2
2
from
Lotus Cobra triggers.
Yeah.
Yes. So, 2 untapped mana, 2 Lotus Cobra triggers, 6 extra land drops this turn,
Because you haven't played a land yet.
and
have you?
I have. Notably, I played this Guy's Cradle earlier this
okay.
turn.
God, was that still that turn?
So-
Jeez.
5 golden rings.
All right.
So I think we're gonna start balancing that Guy's Cradle.
3. Oh,
Yeah.
That's gross.
That's
I
super
just threw
gross.
up a little bit.
Wow, I'm glad someone is
Um,
making good use out of this deck.
Yep. Thanks, Steph. That was cool. That was exactly what I was looking for. I'm gonna use one of the Lotus Cobra triggers to make a 1/1 flyer, which that's whatever. It'll be represented by this dragon token.
Cool.
It's actually a 1/1. Don't worry about it. So 6 extra land drops. There's 1. I will make a land from the Lotus Cobra, or a mana. I'm going to use another infinite token to keep track. So I have 1, 2. I used 1, and I just made another one.
So you should have 3 triggers, 3 Lotus Cobra triggers, no?
I have
Is he-
3. I used one of them to make this token and bounce the Guy's Cradle.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, every
So then,
every Lotus Cobra trigger is gonna pay for bouncing it again, so it's kind of a wash.
Right.
yes,
Except for the very
Yeah,
last one.
that's a good point. I still have 1 left over from the Harrow, but I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna make this mana.
1 left over from the
So I have
Harrow.
one left over from the Harrow.
No.
Um,
What did you spend them on?
I spent 1 on bouncing the Guy's Cradle.
Right, but that Harrow got you 4 mana. Oh,
Yeah,
you-
Harrow
Harrow
you
got me
never
4
2
mind.
mana.
land and
Right.
2 Lotus Cobra triggers.
Right.
I'm not tapping this mana until I spend it on
Right.
something.
Right.
These lands are still untapped.
Carry on.
So you had 2 lands untapped and then 2 mana from Lotus. Then you used one of them from Lotus to bounce the Cradle and then get the token. Got it.
Yes, exactly. Now I'm going to tap the Cradle.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'll put me up to 9 mana. And I'll use that other Lotus Cobra trigger to bounce the Cradle, put it back into play. 4 more land drops. Make another Spirit. There's 2 of those. I'll add 9 mana, putting me up to 18. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
This is why we play Commander, folks.
Yeah, exactly. To
Stay
do
in
crazy
school.
stuff like this. This is what the game's about.
Mm-hmm. This is why we're here. I
So
will do it again.
Can I
Go ahead.
Carson, really quick. So just where
Yes.
you're at right now.
So I'm gonna make a buttload of mana.
Well, I was
don't
just gonna
know what
say
there's
because
not
you've
much
got
to
you've got
do with it,
four you've got 4 things that you can do with Azusa and Oracle, right? So you've got 4 more land drops. So every time you
forget-
use one of your mana
Lotus Cobra.
from or one of your Lotus Cobra, right? You're gonna
Right.
make 8 more. So if it would be 8 times 4, right? Is 32. So it's 32 plus whatever you've written down on your mana card right now. If you were to do that every time.
Yes, plus the spirits that I would make for balancing the Cradle.
Right. So if you get 4 more triggers, then you would make 4 more of those tokens.
4,
So you would
7,
end up with-
9, 10.
So if you wanted to fast
40.
forward,
42 more mana. I'm down to fast forward through it. 42 plus 18
so I think
is
is it 42 or is it 32? Because you get 8 every time.
It's 32 plus the new tokens that I would make from activating Moloku each time.
Yeah, it would be plus an extra 1 for every Moloku activation.
Ah, yes. Okay.
So I would make a total of 4 tokens. So it's 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, which is a total of 10. So I added 10 to your 32,
Yes.
which is 42. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Hundo P.
Cool. And now I would like to.
I don't think you've
Problem
cast
is-
Summer Bloom yet. So if you wanted to do that 3 more times.
That was including Summer Bloom.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that's
that
where
was
I-
including
that's where I
Summer
got
Bloom,
the 6 from.
Yeah, that was the total of 6 land drops.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
What hasn't he cast yet from the pile, Steph?
That's
Nothing. Swiftfoot, Moloku, Oracle, Azusa, Cobra, Summer Bloom, Harrow, Uro, and Broken Bond. That's it.
yeah. I don't think he has
Cool.
boots on the battlefield, but
Yeah, I think that's the one.
I
that-
haven't made it, but it's there.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, so I have 61 2. My commander costs 4 or 6. So I will cast my commander. Go down to 56.
Yeah, just a modest 56.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Cast Voracious Hydra. X equals 54. I think. What would we rather get rid of, the Omnath or the Angrath's Marauders? Probably the Marauders,
Oh, yeah,
right?
sure.
'Cause you
I'm
can
the
just-
threat.
Well, you're still doing what is it, 12 damage to each of us each turn if I don't like mess with that.
Yeah,
I think it's 14 total. Yeah.
Oh, 14, yeah.
14. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Voracious Hydra is not going to be 54. It's going to be 34, and I'm going to leave 20 mana up because Voracious Hydra will trigger Selvala, which will let me draw a card. That'll reveal Urborg. I will cast Growing Rites of Itlamok, leaving 17 mana. I will cast Growing Rites. Look at the top 4 cards. 4. And none of them are creatures.
Oof.
Man. I could have killed someone, though, if I had a couple of those cards with my 62 mana. So they'll go to the bottom, and I will reveal the top card, which is a Lifeblood Hydra. Okay, so Voracious Hydra is there. And then I get a 34/34 Hydra, and I will fight your Angrath's Marauders, Stephanie.
Yeah, that's fair.
That'll evolve. Oh, Corpse Jack Menace, Jesus. So 34/68 because of Corpse Jack Menace.
Ugh.
And it's fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
And let's see. Let's just, while we have this mana, I'll cast Wildest Dreams. X equals. I'll do 2, and I'm not going to get back the Villainous Wealth just because once is enough on that.
Yeah.
And then Wildest Dreams is going to.
Oh my gosh.
Wildest Dreams will go away. I'll get the Pathbreaker Ibex and this island back. I'll cast Pathbreaker Ibex. Mountain goes to hand.
Oh, yeah, that Ibex is going to be enough to end us all.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8. And let's see. I think that's it for me. And I'll make 2 Hydra tokens.
And that Growing Rights is going to flip?
The Growing Rights will flip into a strictly better Gaia's Cradle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I hate to ask, but anything else?
No, that is it. I will give you all a turn to brace yourselves.
How nice
Okay.
of you.
Or if Chris just wants to kill me with his double strike thing, that's also fair.
Do you have anything
Yeah, you got enough
flying or
flyers to block now.
Oh yeah, you got all those tokens. That's
Oh,
right.
I do have 2 flyers,
Yeah,
but
'cause
your thing has trample.
No,
It does
No,
not
it
have
doesn't have
trample.
trample.
Trample's one
Oh,
of
it
the things
doesn't?
have.
it's everything.
Doesn't
but
have trample. I was gonna make Hydra token. 2 Hydra tokens. One is a 68/68, and one's a 2/2 or a 4/4. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Fine. Fine. It's perfectly fine. All right. I'm going to take a pain to add a black. I'm going to cast a Stinkweed Imp. I am going to go to combat. And
Apologies for the long-winded turn, everybody.
You were doing stuff.
I guess having more bodies right now for more bodies for Carson to swing at is in my benefit right now. So Carson, I'm going to swing at you with my entirely chump blockable Kathril right now.
Okay. I will block with 2 of my flyers.
Excellent.
Understanding that Kathril does not have trample.
Yep. So I'll
Okay.
gain 18.
Sure. I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you only gain 9 because they die in first strike damage?
No. I would assign all of the first strike damage to one of them. and then the
Oh,
normal
gotcha,
strike
gotcha.
damage to the second one.
Nice. Cool.
Yep.
So you gain
and then,
18 life.
Yeah, I'm going to pass the turn.
Is it my turn?
Yep, go ahead, Steph.
I'm alive?
Yep.
I
Again, I think more targets for Carson.
Give it a minute.
Is going to be in my benefit right now.
Yeah, I just untapped. I don't want to bring Ghost Town back to my hand. I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll just draw. I suppose. Well, it's too late now. My kingdom for Cycra. Let's do. Because if I do that, then I can do that, and then. So I guess what I'll do is I will play.
Boots.
I will play an island for turn. I will gain 5 life, excuse me. I'll gain 5 life.
And draw
I
a card.
will draw a card,
Yeah.
and everyone will lose 1 life, or take 1 damage rather. And then I will pay a red Ghost Town for Goblin Bombardment, so at least I can go out in a fiery flame of glory. And let's go 1, 2, 3, and I'll cast Yavimaya Elder. Because when he dies, I can do that. I can do that. Freezies. I can do that. Can I play another land this turn? I could, but I think I'm gonna wait. And I totally tapped my mana wrong, and that's totally fine. I will. Yeah, I'm gonna pass the turn. There's really not a whole lot I can do at this point.
All right.
Oh no.
End of turn. I'm gonna crack my way for his bauble. Let me grab the first basic land I find. It's another swamp.
Yeah, strategist. I think Cryo is on the back foot here. Everybody's kind of casually threatening to win right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what Cryo can do with his turn.
And
So really quick, which total is which? Who's at 19 and who's at 15?
I'm at 15. Carson's
So
at
Cryo's
I'm
at
at
19.
Yep.
Cryo's at
Carson's
19
at
and Carson's at 15?
Now switch
Other
around.
way
Carson's at 15, Cryo's at 19.
All right. And then with black, I'm gonna cycle a Baron Moore.
Wait. No, Carson's at 19, Cryo's at 15.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Let's see if we can get there. It's not getting there. So for 3, I'm going to cast a Secrets of the Dead.
Oh, another great one.
So Jeff, I don't have Genesis Wave in this deck because so many of the things that I want to be casting are X spells, which are famously bad off of a Genesis Wave.
That makes sense.
For free, I'm going to cast a Wayfarer's Bauble because I get my discount. And I will draw
Pretty
a card
good.
off of that from Secrets.
Look at that value.
Value. God, I wish that could help me right now. I need... Oh, man, that's there. It's not where I want it to be. So how can I get that where I want it to be? How can I do that? Ooh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mana is 1 mana short. But I can play land. I'm gonna play a strip mine.
Okay.
So I mentioned in chat that last turn I was debating about playing it, but there was really no, other than that one land I asked about, there really wasn't anything that I was worried about in play. So
At the time.
yeah, exactly. Then of course, the very next turn, you sit there with your Guy's Cradle nonsense.
My Guy's Cradle.
All right, so now I got that. So I'm gonna cast Ancient Excavation. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So, does everybody want to hear a funny story?
Always,
Sure.
yes.
Okay, so this deck is really new, right? Like, went out to my LGS. I came with a list. I was really excited. I was like, I know what I want to do. I know how I want this deck to be. And this is the first time playing this deck, like, ever, right? So, never play tested it before today. Ancient Green Warden.
I said I'm drawing 6 because I had 6 cards in hand. And go ahead and talk. I'm going to think about what I'm going to discard.
Sure. So Ancient Green Warden says, if a land entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers a second at a time. I should have been dealing like 16 damage to everybody.
No.
Right? Because I had Angrath's Marauders out. I had Omnath Locus of Creation out.
Yeah, you should have had. Well, the Omnath trigger is weird. I think it would have just been done after fewer lands, but you would have had a lot more GOP triggers.
Well, if I played a land, right, then the third time I played a land, it deals 4 damage. Trigger Ancient Green Warden, I deal an additional 4 damage. Angrath's Marauders says if it damage that would be doubled, so then both of those triggers would be.
Omnath counts the number of times that trigger is resolved. It wouldn't have been the 4 damage again. It would have moved up to the next
second land.
resolution.
The first landfall trigger would have done the 4 damage.
The second landfall trigger would have.
Yeah.
Well, it's the second landfall. Well, the third time I drop a land, right, is when I deal the 4 damage.
Right.
Normally, yes. But
so
with
it should have
triggers. The Green Warden would have gone through Omnath's 1 and 2 modes on the first land.
So Green Warden doesn't double the Omnath resolutions. So what it does is your first land will gain you 4 life and 1 mana of each color. Then your second land will get you the 4 damage to each player or each opponent and each of our planeswalkers with Omnath.
And then nothing else after that.
Right. You would have gotten a lot more GOP triggers.
Yeah.
But it just would have done the Omnath thing faster is all you would have gotten out of Omnath.
But the way Omnath is worded is whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 4 life if this is the first time this ability has resolved.
Exactly, yeah.
That's right. So the Green Warden makes it so that you've got 2 landfall triggers. The first one resolves and sees that it's the first time it's resolved and gains you 4 life. The second one off of that same land sees that it's the second time this landfall trigger has resolved and makes you 4 mana.
Really?
Yep.
Yes.
So then the second land that I dropped would get me
4 damage to each opponent and each planeswalker they control.
And then nothing else after that.
So it doesn't double my Omnath triggers, it just makes it so I only have to drop 2 lands instead of 3, is what you're saying.
Correct.
That specific Omnath, that is correct, yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's the only landfall creature that counts resolutions.
Yeah.
So they were really, in that sense, they were very careful when they were designing it. Every other creature is just landfall, do this thing, no matter how many lands enter the battlefield.
Sure.
Yeah.
So like the red-green Omnath, you would just make twice as many tokens every single time.
Right. And the GOP would have been 2 damage to each opponent every time you drop a land.
That would have been 2 damage. Well, with the
Marauders
Tunneling
would have been.
Geopede, though, if I've got Ancient Green Warden and Angrath's Marauders in play, isn't that 4 damage then?
That's correct. Every land would be
Yeah.
4 damage to each opponent.
Okay, so I should have been dealing 4 damage with those 2 cards, with those 3 cards, excuse me. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
You're welcome.
All good. All good.
We've
Yeah,
gotten double Tatiova and GOP triggers. And Tatiova triggers. Damn, I could have gotten 2 cards.
Wow.
Holy shit. Well,
The moral of the story, kids, is read your cards.
The moral of the
Yes.
story is that land decks are disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Simic
I'm
decks
working
in
on a
general.
4-color. I'm working on a 4-color lands deck that is without white, and I'm pretty excited about that. Because a lot of times in recent times when I'm building decks, I'll take like 3 cards that I want to define the deck, and then build a deck around them.
Mhm.
So I built my tokens deck because it was like, what if I put Geared, Conclave Exile, and Rite of Replication in a deck together? And turns out it's a lot of fun. Highly recommend. So the lands deck, it was Gitrog, Tatiova, and Red-Green Omnath. I wanted to put all in the deck together. I pulled... So I'm in the boxing league that I mentioned earlier. I opened Zendikar Rising. I got an Ancient Green Warden in the box, and my
Ooh.
box topper was a strip mine.
Oh.
Wow.
So, yeah. We ruled pretty quickly that box toppers were not eligible for sealed commander deck construction.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
But yeah,
gonna,
I'm excited to do that. Go ahead.
dropping Baleful Strix, Vampiric Rites, Springbloom Druid, Rex Sage, Temple of Mystery, and a Pathbreaker Ibex into my graveyard off of the
Pathbreaker.
yes,
Breaker
off
Ibex.
the Ancient
That's
Excavation.
neat.
The
All
bully
right.
goat.
And you said that was the end of your turn because
No.
you're discarding to hand size?
No, that's the resolution of Ancient Excavations. The second half of it.
Oh, gotcha.
All right,
Okay.
Now I'm gonna play.
One thing that I just noticed is that I should have drawn a bunch of cards off the Great Henge.
God.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's
right.
fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna.
So
Not gonna
Lotus
do that.
Petal, and
Yep.
then I'm going to Exploration.
Mm-hmm.
I'll play. Play a Misty for my second land for turn, which I'll crack. For Tropical Island.
How many cards does everybody have in hand right now?
4 currently.
5.
3.
I'm at 6.
All right. So Swamp. Cast Baleful Strix from our graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a card. And then for 4, let's see. Sorry. For 3. Now we'll go for 4, sacking the Lotus Petal. I'm gonna cast a Puppeteer Click.
Seems reasonable.
I'm good.
I think I'll go ahead and get that Achroma this time.
Yeah. Achroma returns from the dead.
And you got a bunch of reach creatures and flyers over there, Carson. You've got 1 reach.
I have no reach creatures.
Okay. You can still chump block for days, though.
Yes.
I think I'm dead no matter who attacks me at this point, so I'll just go ahead and throw Chroma back at you, Chris.
She does have protection from black and red.
Yes.
So I will take 6.
All right. I'll leave my 2 flyers over here where they can be easily seen. And I think that's it. That's all I can do.
Cool. I will untap
And you gain 6.
all
I'm sorry?
all this bullshit.
Did you gain 6?
Oh, she has lifelink also? Okay.
Yes, she has flying, first strike, trample, haste. Oh no, she doesn't have lifelink. Sorry, my bad. Flying,
Do
first
not
strike,
have
trample, haste, protection from black, protection from red, vigilance.
Okay.
Sorry, thinking about the other angel.
Yeah.
Play this island.
Then end of turn, she gets exiled.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that the end of Puppeteer Click's
Yes.
resolution? Nice. Okay. So I don't think there's anything else to do except flunge. So Pathbreaker Ibex.
Sorry, are you
Triggers.
moving to combat?
Oh yes. I attempt to move to combat.
You went black.
I just-
Carson. Oh, never mind. You're back.
Am I gone?
No,
Or was I gone?
You blacked out for a second, but you're back.
Okay.
So you're going to move to combat, and I am going to attempt to generous gift that Ibex.
I don't believe that I can do anything about that. Yeah, that'll happen.
All right. In that case, you get a 3/3 elephant creature token
Cool.
as a
I think
consolation
I
prize.
have an elephant. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have a foil elephant token. Handy.
And I'm sure everybody else at the table appreciates that gift that I gave them.
I'm not complaining about that whatsoever.
Well then. I will. Let's see. Your thing has Indestructible Menace, Lifelink, Death Touch.
Double strike, vigilance, flying.
I mean, yeah.
It doesn't have hexproof, reach, trample, or death touch. Those are the 4 that it could have but doesn't.
Okay. Okay. After actually, I'm sorry. There is one thing that I'm going to do. The Pathbreaker Ibex will still die, but I will do Great Henge and Island for Inspiring Call. Each creature I control with a counter on it is indestructible until end of turn, and I draw a card for each creature with a +1/+1 counter on it. Triumph of the Hordes, Island, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that Triumph of the Hordes.
Yeah, I think that
2,
I might do it also.
3.
Yeah.
Protean Hydra and Cultivate.
Oh no, not cultivate. Anything but that.
And do I still have to move to combat after declaring it after the generous gift resolves?
Yes. Yeah, it's a round of priority again.
No. No, because he would. I guess technically when it would. I guess it
Because
matters
I
when
passed
you-
priority attempting. What do you mean?
I mean,
matters
if you were
when?
doing it technically at the end of your first main phase, announcing that you're moving into your combat step, then he responded, then it defaults back into your main phase.
Yes. Yeah,
It defaults
that's what I
back
mean.
into the main
We don't
phase?
have to pass on an empty stack in
Okay.
order to move phases.
Right.
Okay.
I can't.
Well,
I can't
in that
remember
case,
if there's a step in the beginning of combat before attackers are declared.
Yes, you
Uh,
move to combat, then move to declare attackers.
Yes.
Well, in that case, I will tap Zaxara and this forest and this island for Triumph of the Hordes. And I will swing with many large creatures. I'm gonna flunge with the whole team, regardless of the cat's actions.
Kitty. Gotta tap those lands.
Kitty approves.
That's Pippin. He's a loud boy. But I'm flunging with the team. I will identify where the two. Let's see. They were. I think they're 69 power each. Nice.
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 Can we
Because
get
it was
some
30
nices in chat? Let's get some
Yeah,
nice.
nice. Let's get some nice action in chat because they were 34 doubled to 68 through Corpse Jack Menace.
And
But
a
yeah,
+1
I will
from
identify.
Triumph. Yeah.
Yes, and then +1 from Triumph. I will identify where those two are going, and let's see. I'll put one at Chris and one at Chris, one at Stephanie, and then the rest of my board, or one at Chris, one at Cryogen. Sorry, and the rest of my board is going to go with Stephanie.
Oh God.
And it all has trample and infect. So yeah, this is me trying to end the game. Does anybody have anything they'd like to say?
Ouch.
I
Yeah,
think
I'm just gonna go ahead and say ouch, and I think